Welcome back to Nigeria Finance Diary, where we discuss everything personal finance and investing. Now, imagine I just tell you that you can actually earn 50k monthly and you can earn this money safely from your investments. But the question now is, how do you even get started, and which of your investments will be able to generate this money for you? Now, it's going to be a simple activity because I'm going to give you the exact amounts that you should invest yearly to be able to earn 50k monthly. So imagine you don't have to actively work to earn this money monthly. You can even earn as high as 100k. But the thing is that you have to use the exact capital that is required for it to work for you, because if you use something lesser, you might not get this exact amount I'm talking about. You might make something lesser, like you make an amount lesser. So let's get right into it. What are the investment vehicles you can use to earn 50k monthly? The first one here is the money market funds. I know you've heard a lot about the money market funds, but nobody explained it to you in such a way that you can actually make money monthly from the money market funds. But I'm going to explain it to you how exactly it works. One beautiful thing you should know about investing in the money market fund is the fact that the interest compounds daily. So compound interest that we talk about sometimes that are annual basis, some of them are monthly and all that. Most of those mutual funds, their interest compounds daily. So you can imagine if your interest is compounding daily, the returns would usually be higher than that of the annual compound interest. Mutual funds, most of the time, based on records, they have returned about 19 to 20%. Some have done 18 to 20%. It all depends on the fund managers and the particular securities they're investing in, the particular fixed income instruments they're investing in to generate their returns. So the fund managers also have an influence on the performance of this money market funds. So I've given you the amounts. Now we're going to work with 19 to 20%. So imagine that your investment is doing 19 to 20% annually. That is in a year, in 12 months. That's what it gives you. So the question will be, if I invest a particular amount, if I invest 1 million, if I invest 2 million, if I invest 3 million, how much am I getting in return? That is usually the question, because your ability to answer that question, the next thing you're going to do is to divide it by 12. Once you divide that figure by 12, you're already making progress. Once you're able to divide that figure by 12, you're already making progress. So that is exactly what I want us to do in this video. If you have your calculator with you, it's important that you pick it up because it's time to punch the calculator. Remember, I say we are working with the rate of 19 to 20%, and that is usually in a year. So that's annual interest. Let's work with 20%. I mean, the money market funds have been performing really well the past few years, especially 2025 that just ended. It has performed really, really well. So let's work with that right now. I believe you have your calculators ready. If it's returning 20%, 20%, let's just assume we are getting 20% in a year. Assuming we're getting 20%, how much do I need to invest to be able to make 50,000 naira monthly? That is 3 million naira. So I need to invest 3 million naira to make 50,000 naira monthly. How does it work? 20% of 3 million naira is going to give me 600,000 as interest in a year. And if I divide 600,000 times 12, what I'm going to get in return is 50,000 naira. So each month I'm going to get 50,000 naira. You see the magic? It is very simple. So it depends on how much you invested in that money market funds. That will tell you a lot about how much you can earn monthly. Imagine you double that capital we just talked about, then it gives you 100,000 naira monthly. Very simple. So instead of locking that money in a savings account, and at the end of the year, the interest is not making so much sense to you, how about you try this other option, investing in mutual funds. Now, these are the apps you can use. Cowrywise is available on Play Store. You can also invest with the Stanbic IBTC app. It's already on Play Store as well. You can invest in it. Once you've downloaded the app and you've created an account, look for the part that says Blue Nest. Then you continue with the prompt. So that's exactly how it works. The next one is the FGN savings bonds. We all know the FGN savings bond. It opens every month. Most times the first week of a new month, that's when it opens. And the duration, we have the 2 years period, we have the 3 years period. The interest rates might not be as significant as compared to the other one, which is the money market funds, but it still makes sense. So it is also another investment vehicle you can use to make this amount. All you need to do is to know what your investment capital should be and be able to divide it by 12. If you're using FGN savings bond, they pay quarterly. So it's important to also know how to do that division so that you'll be able to realize how much you can earn monthly. The next one that I forgot to mention when I was talking about money market fund is the balanced fund. So the balanced fund has a mix of the the mutual funds and as well the equity funds. So it mixes both of them together. Now, talking about these mutual funds, they are managed by professional fund managers. What do they invest in? They invest in stocks, treasury bills, and other fixed income instruments. So the thing about investing in mutual funds is that you don't have to stress yourself to pick these stocks by yourself. There are other people that are professionals doing the job for you. They are doing the research. They're doing the analysis by themselves. All you have to do is to just make a deposit, pick a particular fund that you want to buy, and the particular broker that should manage your funds for you, like the particular fund manager. It could be GT fund manager, it could be FSDH. I mean, there are a lot of them available. If you check on Google, there are a lot of them available, so you can work with them. And the beautiful thing about including the equity funds in your mutual funds is the fact that it has been giving good returns for some years now based on the stock performance over 2 to 3 years. So it has been giving good returns. So if you're investing in mutual funds, always remember to look for those ones that have access to equity funds as well. If the general mutual fund is doing 19 to 20%, be sure that the balanced equity fund would do more than that percentage. I hope this helps. The last one on my list right now is dividend stocks. Now, dividend stocks, we know about them, but most of us don't even invest in stocks that pay dividends. Now, how can you even earn 50k monthly by investing in dividend stock? The same strategy we are going to use. If a dividend stock is yielding 12% per annum, don't look down on it and say, it's just 12% per annum, so how do I make 50k monthly? I would need more capital. Of course, you need more capital, but there is another strategy you can employ. Now, that strategy you can explore is a strategy where you invest in dividend stocks that have a growth potential. What I mean now is dividend growth stocks. Those are stocks that they don't only pay dividend, but they have huge potential for growth. In that case, if that stock performs well in a year and does like 25 to 30% in a year, plus the 12% dividend yield, do the maths now, that's like 25% plus 12%, that's like 37% on your investment. So imagine you still invested this 3 million in that particular stock. It will definitely do well for you. Let's even do the math. 37% times 3 million. That is 1.1 million. So 37% times 3 million is going to give us 1.1 million. Now, if we divide it by 12, you can see it gives us 92,500. It gives us 92,500 monthly. You see? So when you make good investments and you put in good capital, you actually make good returns. This strategy is possible. And for those persons that will be like, but I don't have 3 million, how do you want me to start? Must it be in millions? Well, you can start from where you are. If it's 10,000, you can work with monthly. If it's 50,000, you can work with monthly. If it's 100,000, regardless of the amount, just start. That is what is more important. And the law of compounding is going to work for you. The law of compound interest is going to work for you. With time, you would realize that this amount that was sounding big it's now very easy to achieve. You have to first believe that it is achievable, then it's going to happen for you. And if you're wondering and asking yourself, these dividend stocks with growth potential, how do I even find them? I really don't know how to do all this. Well, let's just look at the next slide. So you don't have to miss another early opportunity to learn and earn. If you want to see the stocks I'm buying next, dividend growth stocks, individual stocks, both US stocks and Nigerian stocks, if you want to see them, I'm going to be dropping the link in the comments, and you can get it by purchasing my investing course, which is titled the Finance Launchpad. It's for beginners. It's very beginner friendly. I'm currently working on the models for the videos. It should be available anytime soon, but it's better you get it on time, because the sooner you get it, the more access you have on time. It's a new year and you're supposed to start your investment journey if you've not done it before. I'm wishing you the very best in your investment journey. I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button if this video made sense to you. See you in my next video. Bye.